Good morning, y'all. Today we're going to talk about a special method of factoring. It's called a quick factor. It's probably the quickest way to factor. Um, in this problem, you can only quick factor when A is equal to 1. So if A is not equal to 1, you cannot quick factor. So in this problem, we know A is equal to 1 because we look at the number in front of x squared. It's imaginary 1. So we know our answer is going to be x parentheses x, and all we have to do is find out what those two factors are. So remember, we have to figure out what two numbers multiply to give us 12. So I'm going to put my 12 up top, and then we have to figure out what two numbers add up to 7. So off to the side, I'm going to figure out what numbers will give us 12. I'm going to try 1 and 12. If we add or subtract these, though, it does not work, because 1 plus 12 is 13, 1 minus 12 is 11. We're trying to get 7. I'm going to go up to 2, and we know 2 times 6 will give us 12. But if we add those together, we don't get 7. If we subtract them, we don't get 7. So let's try 3, and we know 3 times 4 does not give us 12. But we do know 3 plus 4 is 12. 3 plus 4 is 7. So I'm going to write 3 and 4, and it works out perfect. 3 times 4 is 12. 3 plus 4 is 7. And I know some of us like to go and write the times and the plus here, so we remember. So 3 times 4 is 12. 3 plus 4 is 7. So I'm going to put my positive 3 here, put my positive 4 here, and we're done with the problem. That's why we call it quick factor, because as soon as you find your two factors, you can just plug them in. So let's do another one. So in this one, we have 3x squared plus 18x plus 24. So in this one, we look at it, my a term is not 1. My a term currently is actually 3. So anytime your a is not 1, you should always try and pull out a GCF. So when I look at this, the only number that can go into 3 is 3. And I know 3 can go into 18. I know 3 can go into 24. So I'm going to go ahead and factor out a 3. So I know 3x squared divided by 3 will give me x squared. I know 18x divided by 3 will give me 6x. I know 24 divided by 3 will give me 8. So now I'm left with 3 times x squared plus 6x plus 8. And so when I look at my a term, it is now 1. So my a is 1, which is great, because now I can just set up x and x. I'm going to put my 3 in the front because that still is considered part of it. And so now all I have to do is find out what my two factors are. So I have to figure out what two numbers multiply to give me my last term. So I'm going to put my 8 here. So what two numbers multiply to give me 8? And then what two numbers will add up to give me 6? So I'm going to put my 8 here. I'm going to start with 1. And we know 1 times 8 is 8. If we add those together, we do not get 6. If we subtract 1 minus 8, we do not get 6. I'm going to go on to 2 and 4. 2 times 4 is 8, so that works. If I add these together, I get 6. So that is my numbers, 2 and 4. Because 2 times 4 is 8. 2 plus 4 is 6. So I'm going to write plus 2 and then plus 4. And I'm done with the problem. I hope these quick factor examples will help you in the future. Y'all have a good one.